Well, hey everyone. Today we're doing a diving knee drop into a surprising piece of rock and roll lore that you might not believe. Did you know that the legendary wrestler Hulk Hogan claims he once auditioned to play for a very famous band? That's right, the man known for his iconic leg drop and the 24-inch pythons also has a rock star side. So we'll explore Hulk's musical past, his love for his bass guitar, and uncover the truth behind this wild claim. Could you imagine Hulk shredding alongside the most famous shredders of all time? So, well, stick around, and we're about to separate fact from fiction in this incredible story. So let's get ready to rock, brother.
Well, hello there, people. This is Real Brave Live. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the famous Hulk Hogan and his music career. Here on
Real Brave Live.
Somebody, brother.
Right.
Brother.
My era of pro wrestling was like WWF, D-Generation X, Triple H, Mankind, Undertaker.
Well, we have to go to the producer, Brian. How you doing today? You are definitely a huge wrestling fan.
Giant. No, when I was a kid, I did enjoy it quite a bit.
Okay.
Andre the Giant?
Andre, yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to
Anybody want the peanut?
It's our new soundboard we're trying out. It's not very versatile.
No.
So you were around for the late 80s.
Yeah. I mean, I was never like a diehard fan, but I think every kid of a certain age gets into wrestling for a few minutes. Any boy. Did you ever get into it for a little while?
Not really.
No?
I wasn't a huge fan, no. I played the Nintendo game, which did not at all resemble any of these people.
Nope.
The early Nintendo game,
Yep.
but it was awesome playing that game. I loved it. So imagine my surprise, Kevin.
I always knew he played, Telecaster guitar.
What?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan plays Telecaster guitar. Is there a joke here?
Yeah. Well, no. Look at his music video for Real American. He's got the
Oh, goodness.
the American flag
Let's one step at a time.
guitar.
Yeah.
So imagine my delight. 5 o'clock this morning. I'm doing my normal stuff.
Yep.
As you know my normal routine.
Yep. Wake up, scream. Into the void. Yeah, traveling with him was a treat. 5 o'clock every day.
So I'll do like a 5-minute right after I get my coffee. I'll do a 5-minute. Let's see what the hell happened last night in the world. Just quickly go through some headlines. And this was on news.google.com.
News.google.com?
Yeah,
The most
it was on
reputable,
the right-hand side,
reputable
and I'm
source
like,
for news.
What is this?
All right.
So
Okay.
I used to be a session musician before I was a wrestler.
So while we listen to this, while we talk about it, why don't we listen to some session Hulk Hogan bass playing?
So wait a second. So what you found is Hulk Hogan.
So there was an album released in Japan in looks like the early 80s. So it looks like this is an album he played bass on. So you want to hear a song here?
All right, so he used to be a session. This is the thing. So I found an article. He used to be a session musician, and that's where I started down this road of insanity.
Can I say one thing before then?
Yeah.
Professional wrestlers lie for a living. And so I feel like everything he says has to be taken with a grain of salt.
Hold on. What?
Are you saying that wrestling's not real?
Dude, it's totally real.
It's 100% real. Did
You
ever
hear those bodies hitting that canvas ring with a big thud.
Yeah, but exaggeration is part of the game, right? So I think Hulk Hogan probably was in a recording studio playing bass once. I don't know if he was a professional session musician.
Okay. Well, let's hear a first on Real Brave Live. I'm sure that we've gotten the rights to this.
Absolutely.
Through the clearance department.
Our legal team.
And when I mean
crack
clearance,
legal
I
team.
mean going out of sale department. Let's hear some Hulk Hogan. Oh, Jesus.
Wait for the funky bass to kick in.
Ooh, that's sweet. I mean, Kevin, this is right up your alley. What are the bass notes that he's playing right now? Ooh.
EGA. Hey, he's got chops, man.
That's it right there. I like that.
All right, so if If that is indeed Hulk Hogan.
If that is, are you sure? I mean, I take him at his word. He went on a tangent to talk about how he was a session musician before he was a wrestler. Played bass guitar. He was big pals with Lars Ulrich, and he asked me if he wanted to play bass with somebody. We'll get there in a second. But so what you're saying is,
Well, what I'm saying is, I would just take all of this with a grain of salt. that's my general mission statement for this episode. Just like anything Hulk Hogan says in public, take with a grain of salt.
so this is
This is years later now. This is from a record called Hulk Hogan and the Wrestling Boot Band,
okay.
and this has some. There is some female vocals in this, as well as some Hulk Hogan vocals and some backing vocals. So you get a whole like melange here of vocals. Let's check it out.
Oh, it's a nightmare already.
We talked about on an episode recently how much I love synth stingers.
Check out the pump, brother.
Wanna knock?
What's up, dude? I was born, I was bred, I was southern fed. Got a crazy idea running through my head. California is a place that I had to be. Then a speech in the pit really set me free.
Would you look at that?
I love this.
Did he say check out what? Check out my pipe guns, baby. Is that
Pythons.
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 It's 24-inch pythons.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
So very famously, Hulk Hogan talked about his 24-inch pythons, referring to his arms,
His biceps, I believe, particularly.
his biceps.
He was
yep.
saying his arms are pythons.
So I went out and I bought this measuring tape. And I'm now going to text our executive producer, Chelsea,
Yeah.
to come out and measure our
Which
pythons.
she's thrilled about. When it was when we hired her, we were like, "Listen, there's probably a time where you're gonna have to measure our."
She volunteered.
She
She volunteered for this gig.
not according to her.
No, well, for today. According to her, no, yeah, she was voluntold way back then.
Yeah, she was definitely voluntold
Yeah,
because
yeah.
nobody in their right mind would ever want to do this.
Right.
Hi.
Right.
What's up, everybody?
Sounds about right.
We were like, I looked out in the hallway, and then we're because we didn't have an executive producer at all, and Brian was walking to the bathroom. Ironically,
I don't know why that's ironic, but okay.
because this is crap.
Well, I mean,
Chelsea's here.
Chelsea just lumbering towards us, knowing the fate that she has of
All right, so
measuring the 16-inch guns that Kevin has.
who's going first, Kev?
I guess I'll go first, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, it's a family show.
Do you know, by the way, do you know that when Arnold Schwarzenegger was at his swollest, he couldn't feed himself because his biceps were too big.
Yeah.
So someone else had to feed him because he couldn't bring a fork to his mouth.
He's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah. Oh, now he's flexing.
Of course, you gotta flex, dude.
Don't fart, though.
Bro.
Please fart.
15 was an exaggeration.
What?
15.
15-inch pythons, brother.
All right.
All right.
Am I next?
Dan's next, yeah.
Dan's next.
Okay. We are measuring our biceps for some ungodly reason.
Because Hulk Hogan would brag about his 24-inch pythons. So
Also,
yeah.
the show is about music.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's a bass player.
I looked up keywords, and one of them was 24-inch pythons.
just while we're talking about it, do you think brother with a hard R has a white nationalist connotation?
All right.
You're going to get Brian.
Hey,
too.
Brian.
I'm cool, thanks.
No,
Come on.
you're part of this thing.
Come on, yeah,
You're going down
you're
with the
involved.
ship.
This is also from that. Sorry, I gotta flex here. Hey, let me hit play for. Yeah.
17.
Wow.
Oh, the big winner.
Guns.
Oh, God.
17-inch pythons, brother. Thank you, Chelsea.
Just one axe and it's too late. Hands in the giant and the bush too. Just one axe and they are through.
I thought that nanu sounds like Jamie's crying. Like right before the chorus of Jamie's crying, it kind of sounds like that. So
Holy cow.
are they ripping off Van Halen?
That's
I don't know.
too much.
I don't know.
It's too much. So anyway, so we've established that he might have been a session player.
He definitely is on some records, but that's as Hulk Hogan. That's not as like Terry the bass player.
But we don't have anything. There's got to be something out there that says that he played bass on it. There's got to be something.
On what?
Or was he just a player? No, he was just a player. He wouldn't be listed on the copyright.
Right, and I'm guessing that I think he grew up in Florida. I was reading this morning, so I was trying to do some research for this show. Believe it or not,
Sounds about right.
And I want to say like if he's in a Tallahassee recording studio, I don't know if they're putting the credits for the stuff he was playing on. Like it might have been local commercials, it might have been demos for Joe Fatangweek or whoever. I don't know who these people were. So
Directly from the wiki, the Hulk Hogan wiki, because we all know that's the place you go.
Right.
yep.
He was also a musician, spending a decade playing fretless bass guitar.
Hulkopedia,
Fretless?
brother.
Fretless bass guitar.
In several Florida-based rock bands. He went on to study at a community college and University of South Florida.
Wow.
After music gigs began to get in the way of his time in college, he dropped out of University of South Florida. And eventually, Hogan and two local musicians formed a band called Ruckus in 1976.
We tried to find Ruckus before the show. We could not find any Ruckus recordings.
Yeah.
So Hogan worked out at Hector's Gym in the Bay Area. I'm crying. I can't even help it. And he began lifting, and then the rest is history.
He's got two albums that we know about. He's got the Hulkamania, the
Wrestling boot band.
the wrestling boot band, and then the one that he released in Japan,
Right.
which was all that funky stuff we were just.
That's
listening
crazy.
to. Yeah.
Wow.
I know in Japan there's a long history of celebrities like releasing albums, but a lot of times it's session musicians and somebody comes in for like an hour and does little parts of it. So that could be the situation.
There is
too.
a video of Hulk Hogan at a jam session or at Diamondback. What's his name? Diamondback something or other. And he takes a bass and hops on stage and he's playing along with the band on Johnny B. Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, admittedly not
Maybe we
a
should post that on our something.
super difficult song, but yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
it's out there.
Now, Dan, the reason we're here is because Hulk Hogan claims he auditioned for a very famous band. What band is that?
So,
Fish.
according to three different articles that I was reading this morning, he claims that he was asked by drummer Lars Ulrich to become Metallica's bassist.
Now, does he say when this was?
Well, he claimed that at one point it was a serious candidate to play bass for the iconic band. He was pals with Lars, and he asked me if he wanted to play bass with Metallica in the early days, but it didn't work out.
So pre-Cliff Burton.
Pre-Cliff.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. But it doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense whatsoever. He's in Florida. Learning to be a professional wrestler. Metallica's in the Bay Area doing metal.
So
I don't know.
soon after, during appearance on the Howard Stern show, good Howard, I love it. Ulrich claimed to have no recollection of asking Hulk to join the band. That one, when that showed up 2 or 3 months, because it's a thing that's circulating online. It circulated around 2 or 3 months ago. I was scratching my head over that one. I don't know Hulk Hogan. I don't know enough about him.
I don't even
I'm not
know
a
this
huge
guy.
wrestling fan. And I certainly have no recollection of doing anything with, quote, Hulk Hogan, end quote.
Right.
So, and then Hogan goes on to say, the rumor has been turned and twisted and thrown in so many different directions that I auditioned and then I lied and I never auditioned and I was never interested, Hogan says. The truth is I played music for many years before I ever got into wrestling, and when I heard Metallica was looking for a bass player, I would have quit wrestling like that to get into Metallica.
And I think what actually happened was his agent reached out to Metallica, and nothing came of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Hulk Hogan and Metallica?
Hulk-talica.
I can't. I mean, it's too much for me, and that's why I want to talk about
brother.
Instead of master, it's
brother of puppets.
He goes on to say, when I heard they were looking for a bass player, I got all my tapes together from an old band. I got a couple of tapes together that Simon Cowell produced with me.
yeah.
I'm telling you, he's just lying. None
Dude,
of this
there's
is
no
true.
way.
No, that is true. I looked that up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Wait. So Kevin, so Simon Cowell produced this like in the early '80s.
Yeah, this is not.
Okay.
Yeah, this
How old is Simon Cowell?
He's in his 60s, I believe.
Holy jeez. And he put tapes together and sent it, but they never heard back. Basically, it goes on and on and on. Personally, this is my favorite topic so far. I can't believe that I stumbled across this.
This is something I hold very dear and close to my heart.
And part of what I really hold near and dear is Brian's cackling while he set up today, listening to.
You guys have no idea. I was just when he goes, "What's up, dude?" in that one song, I lost it. I absolutely lost it.
And I'm 25 feet away or so, but he was cracking up, and we're all laughing, and it's all good. And Hulk Hogan, friend of the show, thank you so much.
Hulk, if you want to come on the show, email us. We would love to have you on to talk about music. Love to
It's
have
too
you on,
much.
brother.
It's too much. That's it. Thank you for watching. But if you want to check out more, please check us out at Real Brave Inc. You can also check us out on other socials. Instagram at Real Brave Audio, and the rest are at Real Brave Inc. Check us out. We'll see you here next time here on